Ready to dive into another exciting compatibility analysis.
Always up for a little cosmic matchmaking.
Okay, well get ready, because today we are looking at Leo and Libra.
Ooh, fire and air, a classic combo.
Right. So what are we seeing in the stars for this pairing? Will it be fireworks or a fizzle?
Well, I've got the analysis right here, and let me tell you, with these two, it definitely starts with a bang. It's like there's this instant magnetic attraction between them.
Because
Think about it. Leos, they just naturally love to be in the spotlight.
Wow.
They thrive on attention.
big personalities.
Exactly. And Libras, they're all about balance, harmony, and creating a beautiful life.
So opposites attract.
In a way, yeah. But it's more than just that. This fire and air combination, it creates this really dynamic energy between them.
I can see that. Like fire needs air to burn bright. Right.
Exactly. And air is invigorated by that fire, that passion. So they kind of feed off each other in a really exciting way.
Okay, that makes sense. And how does that translate, in a practical sense?
Well, for starters, the analysis suggests that Leo and Libra have the potential for a very, how to put it delicately, a very fulfilling and passionate.
Intimate life.
Yeah, let's just say things can get pretty steamy between these two.
Yeah.
So they both really value respect and exploration. And with Leo's natural confidence and Libra's love of beauty and pleasure, well, let's just say sparks fly.
It's like they bring out the best in each other, at least in the bedroom.
You got it.
But what about outside the bedroom? Can that initial spark last? Or is this one of those relationships that burns bright and then fizzles out just as quickly?
The million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And the analysis hints that, yeah, there might be a few bumps in the road for these two lovebirds.
Like what? Spill the tea.
Well, remember how we were saying Leos love attention?
Right, it's kind of their thing.
Exactly. And Libras, they're all about balance and harmony, but they also crave validation from others.
So there could be some jealousy issues.
It's definitely a possibility. Imagine a Leo, charming and confident, captivating everyone in the room, and their Libra partner starts to overthink things.
Like, why are they looking at other people? Don't they see how amazing I am?
Exactly.
Oh, that's never a good sign. So even if the Leo is totally devoted, the Libra might still feel insecure.
It's that need for external validation that can sometimes trip them up.
Fascinating. So is this a deal breaker, or can they overcome this?
It all comes down to communication, trust, and understanding the deeper astrological dynamics at play here.
Deeper astrological dynamics. Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So in astrology, Leo is ruled by the sun, the center of our solar system, right?
Makes sense.
Right. All about self-expression, shining brightly, being the star of the show. But Libra, on the other hand, is ruled by Venus.
The planet of love and beauty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Saturn, the planet of discipline, responsibility, and sometimes, yes, restriction, is what we call exalted in Libra.
Exalted. Okay, I have no idea what that means. You're going to have to break that down for me.
Sure. Think of it like this. When a planet is exalted in a sign, it means that planet's energy is really strong and influential in that sign. So in Libra, Saturn's energy is like amplified. It's like Saturn's giving its best performance on the Libran stage.
I like that analogy.
It adds this whole other layer to their dynamic. You see, you've got Leo's sun, all about outward expression and shining bright, and Libra's exalted Saturn, which is more about careful consideration, weighing options, sometimes even holding back.
Wow. So there's already this inherent tension between how these two signs approach the world.
And that can definitely play out in their relationship, especially when it comes to communication.
Oh, I bet. Because Leos are pretty direct, right?
100%. They're like, just say what you mean.
Yeah.
But Libra, with that thoughtful Saturn influence, might take a bit longer to process their feelings, overthink every possible scenario before they're ready to talk about something difficult.
So Leo might get impatient while Libra is trying to figure out what to say.
You got it. And this can lead to misunderstandings. Libra might think Leo is being insensitive or even aggressive, while Leo might see Libra as evasive or frustratingly indecisive.
It's like they're speaking different languages, so how on earth can they ever make it work if they can't even understand each other?
Now that's where we get to the good stuff. Because despite these potential hurdles, this pairing actually has some serious staying power.
Okay, hold on. I'm a little lost. Are we saying this could actually be a good match or not?
Right, it sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, the analysis suggests there's a reason these two signs keep finding their way to each other. And it's not just about that initial attraction, there's something deeper there.
Okay, I'll bite. What is it?
It's like beneath all those sparks and the potential explosions, there's this really incredible foundation for a deep and meaningful connection.
Really?
Think about it for a second. Both Leo and Libra are associated with some pretty major relationship stuff.
Mm,
I mean, Leo is ruled by the sun.
right, the center of everything.
Exactly.
Right.
And Libra is ruled by Venus. And what do those two things have in common?
Love.
Bingo. Love, marriage, long-term commitment, the whole 9 yards is like they're wired for lasting connection, not just a fling.
Wow. So we're talking real deal soulmate stuff here.
Potentially. But it gets even more interesting. Look at how they complement each other. Leo with that natural warmth and generosity.
Yeah.
They really admire Libra's sense of fairness, their diplomacy, their grace.
Okay, and Libra, they're drawn to Leo's confidence, their charisma, that go-getter energy. It's like they each see something in the other that maybe they feel like they're missing.
So they kind of complete each other. In a way, yeah. But you know what they say, opposites attract, but it's the differences that really keep things interesting.
And in this case, maybe a little challenging. I mean, we were talking about that difference in pace earlier.
Oh, absolutely. That fiery, impulsive Leo energy
Yeah.
versus Libra's more go-with-the-flow vibe that definitely comes into play.
I can only imagine the fights over what to have for dinner.
Right. Or planning a vacation.
Yeah.
It was like, let's book a last-minute trip to Vegas. And Libra's still trying to decide if they should pack a sweater.
Oh my gosh, that's totally my parents. And they're a Leo and a Libra, so how do you even begin to bridge that gap?
That's where compromise comes in. And understanding Leo can learn to pump the brakes a little bit, maybe take a beat, and appreciate the beauty of balance that Libra brings to the table.
And Libra can loosen up a little.
Exactly. Maybe embrace spontaneity in a way they never thought possible. It's all about finding that middle ground, you know?
Finding their groove as a couple.
Exactly. And honestly, that constant push and pull between their energies, that's what can make their relationship so strong.
Huh. I never thought of it that way. But it makes sense you need a little bit of friction to create a spark.
Now you're getting it. But the big question still remains, can they actually make it last?
So after all of that, is this a match made in heaven, or are we headed for disaster?
Well, compatibility analysis seems to suggest that if any two signs can make it work, it's these two.
Okay, but how? Because so far, it just sounds like a recipe for arguments and hurt feelings.
Remember, it's all about understanding and appreciating those differences, not trying to change each other.
Yeah.
Leo wants to be celebrated, right? Adored, even.
Makes sense they are ruled by the sun, after all.
Exactly. And Libra craves that sense of harmony and balance in their relationships.
So where's the middle ground? How do they find that sweet spot?
Communication, that's key. Leo can learn to appreciate Libra's thoughtfulness, the need to weigh all the options. And Libra can loosen up a little bit, be a little more spontaneous.
So no more last-minute trips to Vegas.
Maybe just give a little bit of a heads up first. The point is, it's about compromise and understanding each other's needs.
It's like learning to dance together, finding that rhythm that works for both of you.
Exactly. And through that process of learning and growing together, that's where the real magic happens.
Because ultimately, relationships are about more than just compatibility, right? It's about two individuals choosing to build something special together.
Absolutely. It's about celebrating your differences, supporting each other's growth, and creating a love that's uniquely yours.
Beautifully said. And on that note, it looks like we've reached the end of our deep dive into the exciting and sometimes unpredictable world of Leo and Libra compatibility.
As always, it's been a pleasure exploring the stars with you.
And to all you Leos and Libras out there, remember, the stars may guide us, but ultimately we create our own destiny. And that's a wrap on another episode of The Deep Dive.